Got some good photos around this little lake here. Melissa, how do you think the photos turned out?
I approve. It is raining. I have a rain jacket, but it doesn't cover like my dress. So my dress will be wet and we're trying to take some more photos.
All right, good morning. It is another beautiful day here in the Italian Dolomites, in the Italian Alps. Today's mission is Melissa's maternity shoot, basically. Yesterday, you went a little too hard. And today, it's a struggle bus.
Yeah, the thing is, things that you were able to do pre-pregnancy, you may not be able to do during pregnancy, and it's hard to know what you can and can't do until you try it. The hike there, I felt fine, but going back, my body was just giving up. The extra body weight caused the arches in my feet to collapse, so my feet really hurt. I have round ligament pain on my right side, which is pain in the groin, so rolling over in bed is painful. Kind of getting out of bed, taking a step is painful. So unfortunately, I think that is going to be our only
like big hike.
We had one more plan, but I just don't think that's going to happen for me. Ellen might do it. I don't know.
We'll see.
So we're going to take it easy today. Just find some spots to take photos and go to the famous Lago de Braies.
It's normally a sunrise spot, but sunrise is here at like 5 a.m. So we're like, nah, that's too
And it's
crazy.
45 minutes away, which means we would have had to wake up at like 3 something.
Leave the hotel at 4, and it was just, yeah.
Which, I mean, we were still awake at 3, so technically we could have made it.
Yeah, but then you needed to do get ready and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll probably just do it
At
at sunset. Yeah, so it should be fine. Hopefully less people as well, because people try to get there at sunrise. That's like the thing to do here. So we're just gonna kind of drive around. There's a few other places that we are gonna go to and just do like a little photo shoot. All right, first stop of the day is this little field right off the side of the road. So we got some views back there of the mountains, and then we also got views of more mountains back there. And so we're just kind of in this little field. We just took a few photos. How's it look?
I have some suggestions for improvements, but it's not bad.
Okay. Just up the road a few minutes, we came to a place called Lago and Torno. There's a lake over here, and then there's all this parking right here. It's pretty busy right now. So there's a little lake. This is also where we go up this little tow road. Normally it's open in like mid to late June, but obviously it's not open right now. It's not closed yet. There's no like gate that's closed. So I'm not sure if we can go further up, but we're gonna come down here to this little lake over here and take a few photos. Got some good photos around this little lake here. Melissa, how do you think the photos turned out?
I approve.
Much better than the field.
Yeah. The thing is, like, this spot doesn't look super picturesque, but with what's that lens you have?
Just a little portrait lens,
Portrait
55 mil portrait lens.
You can make many backgrounds look nice.
Yeah, you just kind of have to just kind of scope it out and just kind of see what you can get, you know? So this road behind me, supposedly you can drive up there. We've seen some cars drive up, but there's also a sign up there saying only motorbikes. It says something about bikes. it has a sign of bikes. So I'm not sure what that means.
I don't understand why bikes can go up but not cars.
We've seen some cars go, so we're gonna just try and go and see if we can go up any further. And if not, we can just come back down.
I just want to know, is the toll road open? Okay, so during peak season, the toll road, I think, opens at 8 a.m. and then they close it during the day because the parking lot gets full. But I don't know if their website is updated or not to reflect that the toll road's open or closed.
Yeah.
I know that buses don't start going up until June 4th, I believe.
I feel like most of the snow should have been melted.
I feel like it is too. It's pretty warm.
So we're gonna check it out because this is one of the more popular hikes around this area, if not the most popular hike, and it has really cool views up there. So if we don't have to hike it, which Melissa probably can't do.
Yeah. Although I'm already walking better today than I did yesterday.
That's good.
But I think if I overdo it with this hike, then it will probably ruin the rest of the trip.
Yeah, so just better safe than sorry. So we're gonna drive up and see. Okay, figured it out. Toll road is closed, but there's a little parking over here that you can park at if it's open. Alright, so we just came to this little spot over here that's like in a national park. We can see the Trechime peaks back here behind me. And yeah, I think there's just there's a little parking lot. We're just like on the side road. There's bikers. Actually, Melissa had a great idea of potentially renting e-bikes so we can ride up the toll road because bicycles are allowed. So that might be a good idea. Yeah, so we're gonna just check out, see if we can scope out some other photo spots in this little area right here. We made it up to this little spot up here, what I think is an Alpine meadow. However, not sure where we need to go yet, but we came up this like, almost like, it feels like it was a one-way road. It was like this mountainous road up to this spot, but there are other cars here, so hopefully we didn't make a mistake. Yeah, this little parking area is just a launch point or a trailhead for a bunch of the different hikes from up here. But the view from here is really cool. Get the views back there. But it's about lunchtime, so...
Well, it's like a lot.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that late. So we brought some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the car, packed in this morning. So we'll probably just have that in the car while we're enjoying this view. We made it down to Lago di Braies, which is the most famous lake here in all of the Dolomites. And it is very busy. And this is the most amount of people we've seen anywhere so far. But it's like 3:30 almost. So hopefully most people are kind of heading out. The parking lot wasn't super full, so that's just good. There's a hotel here and everything. So we're probably just gonna hang out for the rest of the afternoon. And so we can take our photos and all that stuff towards like golden hour this evening. Melissa's a little sleepy though.
We have not been falling asleep until like 4 or 5 p.m. or a.m. And then today we got up at 9, so I only got like maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping today won't be so tired we'll go to bed at a normal time, but I'm not counting on it.
Yeah, so we're gonna find maybe a little place we can just relax and chill for a few hours.
On a 1-hour hike around the lake, but I'm not into that.
And here you can rent boats.
35 euro for 1 hour or 20 euro for 30 minutes.
Not cheap.
So during sunrise is when most people try to photograph here, and a lot of people try to get photos on the dock of the boathouse, but obviously this door is locked, so people will climb.
For real?
Yes.
Like climb up like along this thing?
Along this,
like
or
along,
wade through the water.
like along here?
Yeah.
To get over there?
Yes, or wade through the water, is what I've read.
That's a little intense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the hotel back here. Pretty cool. So we'll probably have dinner here. And then there's like the whole beach section right here.
The water is very cold, so you won't see anyone swimming, but you can.
I mean, yeah, you see everybody's out there with the boats. It is very picturesque, I will say that. So yeah, we can just kind of walk around a little bit. There's like a lot of little photo spots kind of all around the periphery of the lake and all that. What's the issue right now?
It is raining, so we're
Taking
standing
shelter?
under the dock or the pier or whatever. It's just sprinkling. Oh, maybe a little part of
Yeah,
it's
it's a
sprinkling.
little more than sprinkles.
Yeah. I have a rain jacket, but it doesn't cover like my dress. So my dress will be wet and we're trying to take some more photos.
Photo mission so far has been pretty successful, actually.
Yeah. So we're gonna wait out this rain. Hopefully it stops. I think it will.
Yeah, it should just be a light passing shower.
It is 5 o'clock now and the crowds have mostly left. If you want to get some sunset photos, that would be recommended if you're not a morning person. I see like, I don't know, 5 or so boats with people still out. The last time you can rent a boat is at 6 and it has to be in by 6:30. Some tips if you're visiting here.
And behind me, there is this little bistro right here. This is the hotel. And we actually went into the hotel to see if we can make reservations at the restaurant in the hotel. Unfortunately, it's only for hotel guests, which makes sense because they only have limited amount of tables. But there's apparently, Melissa was saying, a bistro up there where you can also have food. So we'll see. We've got some good photos, so I'm not sure that we necessarily need to stay until sunset, especially today because it's cloudy. So you're not going to get like the golden hour kind of light anyway. So we'll see. We'll kind of wait it out after this rain, kind of go from there.
Always bring the rain jacket. But my jackets do not cover my belly.
Yeah, they're a little too snug. Pretty successful photo mission today.
Yeah, I would agree.
We got some really good ones from Melissa's maternity, and then today actually ended up being a good day. It's starting to sprinkle obviously a little bit, so it's probably gonna just sprinkle on and off for the rest of the afternoon into the evening. And I think we're gonna call it a day here at Lago de Braies, which actually, if you guys have been to Banff in Canada, it definitely has the same kind of setup and feel as Lake Louise with the hotel and all the other like attractions, and then you could do a loop around the lake and everything, and then with the boats. The Italian version of Lake Louise is the best way I can put it, but it's really beautiful. It's really nice. In the morning when it's still, that's when you can get all the reflection photos, and that's why people fight to get that sunset photo. Melissa, you were saying in order to rent the boat dock for a private photo session, it's what?
150
150 euros just to rent the boat dock. Doesn't come with a photographer or anything. That's just access to the dock at sunrise.
And so, yeah, I mentioned earlier, people will illegally get on the boat dock by wading through the water or climbing, literally climbing onto the pier.
Crazy. For the gram, I guess. It is time to head home, take a little break before dinner. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button for us. It really does help with YouTube algorithm and all that good stuff. And subscribe to follow our adventures. See you next time.
Bye.
We weren't really planning on doing much hiking today. We thought it was just coming up here, driving up here, and then it was like a viewpoint, a refugio, and we could just like chill. It's not an intense hike by any means. It's probably 30 to 40 minutes. But we're now trying to go to the front, and we're kind of walking on this little ridge here right now. And Melissa says she can see our car.